Hello everyone and welcome back to a new video on my channel. Today we're going to take a look at the brand new 2022 release Mark 3s from Hornby, and these are in the Fag Packet Great Western livery. Now these are the new improved ones. These are meant to be all new moulding, and this is the first time Hornby have done a complete rake of Mark 3s in this livery. So in this video we're going to take a look at the detail on the coaches, what you get in the box, because you get alternative couplings in there. We're going to look at a Lima one, and then we're going to have them running around and see how well they perform. Right, so we're going to have a look at the TGS in detail. It's a standard Hornby box with the plastic ice cube around it. It came with these couplings. We've got two fixed couplings there and one magnetic coupling. So I'm going to try out the magnet couplings and see how well they run with them. We'll do that later on in the video. So yeah, like I said, these are the brand new Mark 3s. It's supposed to be a huge improvement on the old ones. So we're going to have a look. Now, before I start anything else, there has been a lot of chatter on the internet about the way Hornby have applied this livery. The green is painted on, but the should be called the Fag Packet stripe, the white and the gold stripe, is a transfer. A lot of people have had theirs delivered, and the line has been all wavy and bananaed, but I'm pleased to say that all mine are pretty good. Now, I did go to the shop and collect these, so it does pay sometimes to spend a little bit extra sometimes and go in person and pick up your coaches rather than getting things delivered in the post, because you don't know what you're going to get, and then you've got the hassle of returning things if it's not quite right. So yeah, to start off, very pleased that I've got these, and they're all pretty much straight, no bananaing on the decals. So the bogey detail, we've now got independent bogey to the coupling. We've got one of these spring return couplings. They can be a bit sticky. Some of the ones I've had in the past have been a bit sticky. I've had to play around with them a bit. But we've got steps underneath the door. We've got electrical hookups. We've got some printed detail on the boxes underneath. We've got some more detail picked out there, and the same the other end. Now on the end, you've got your Buckeye. That's standard fitting now, it's not an extra thing you have to fit yourself. The door detail is a lot better than the last lot they did with the half black, half white door ends. It looked a bit silly, that, I think, from Hornby, but yeah, these are a lot better. The roof, the handrails are separate now. They're separate wired fittings, if you're focusing for me. Here we are. Yeah, so those handrail there, they're separate and they're not moulded anymore. And the same with that box on the top there. I did notice on the bottom of these when I unboxed them that there's this little compartment here. Now there's nothing in the box to say what it's for, but I'm assuming it's for a lighting kit. Now I would have thought if Hornby wanted you to fit lights in these, they would have had a little bit of paper in there telling you how to get the coach apart and how to fit your lighting kit. Maybe that comes with a lighting kit itself, I don't know, but I was a bit surprised that it hasn't come with a coach. So I'm not going to muck around with that. I'm not going to be fitting lights into these. So yeah, this is the TGS. Like I said, I've got an old TGS here. I say it's old, I think it was last year's release. Still with the coupling on the bogie, look, where it's independent now. See, there's hardly any detail on the old ones. The new ones, you've got your steps, you've got your cables there. You've got no detail on the old one, whereas the newer moulding, you've got your letters there and you've got a little bit of writing. I don't know whether I get a magnifying glass out, whether I can read that or not. I'll have to let you know. The glaze is a lot better on this one as well. Just noticed that. I think this one's an old Lima moulding one. Yeah, it is. So the glazing's definitely fitted a lot better in the newer batch. Right, I'm going to get a Lima one out now. There, and we're going to have a look at the livery differences. We're going to compare the green and the stripe and see how well it's been put on the Hornby one compared to the Lima one. Right, so we've got a Lima one, Lima Mk3. We've got the brand new Hornby Mk3, and then we've got an old Hornby Sleeper Mk3. So I'm going to compare the liveries now and how well they've applied them. So I was a bit concerned when Hornby first announced that they were going to do these, that the green would be completely off. I've got to be honest, I think it looks okay. It's a little bit lighter than the Lima one and the original Fag Packet liveries they did back in the early 2000s. But I think it looks alright. The lining, the stripes, a lot crisper, even though it's a transfer. I think it looks a lot better. There's no colour fade. It looks sharper. If you look up here, that it sort of bleeds in there on the old Lima one. So I think Hornby have done a fairly good job on these. That's if you can get a decent set, that is, that haven't got the banana transferred. Interesting enough, the detail on the old sleeper coaches there is really good for the time. You can compare it to the that first Great Western one I just pulled out, that blue one, and no detailing on the end, did it? And there's top one's obviously the Lima one. Yes, quite happy with them. I've got the full rake, I haven't just got the one. So what we've got there, I've got Lima power cars. So what I'll do now is I'll attach them to the rake and we'll run them round on the spring coupling, see how well that performs on the third and second radius track that I've got here, and then I'll set about fitting those magnetic couplings and see see how well they perform. Right, well, curiosity got the better of me, and I thought I'd see if I could open up a coach to see how the light bar would fit in. And that's it. It's simply just held on with a couple of clips. I'll say 4 each side. You got one there, one there, one there, and one there. The same on the side, and that simply just clips into the inside of the coach body there. So it wasn't that difficult at all, really. So if you do want to fit lights into your coaches, looks like the process is fairly simple. The interiors could have done with a bit more detail on them, I think. I mean, it wouldn't have hurt to painting the seats a different colour, all the tabletops. I can't really remember the colour scheme of the Fag Packet coaches, the interiors. I'm sure there'll be photographs online somewhere. So yeah, I'll pop the lid back on and we'll get to running the trains round. So we're all ready for the off. Just as a matter of interest, this power car is a Lima body on a Hornby railroad chassis. So that is DCC fitted with an 8-pin decoder. The other end is just the standard Lima body and Lima chassis. So the coaches do run, they're quite noisy, so I'll do my best to so you can hear me over the running. So the idea of these couplings is they spring out on tight corners and then they're meant to spring back into place. But sometimes that doesn't happen, as you can see there, they're stuck in the outward position. And right now, let's try to uncouple that one there. That's not pretty good, is it? So we'll run them a bit faster. Yeah, so as you heard from that, they are very noisy running. I don't know why that is. I don't know whether the wheels are cast rather than turned. I'm not really sure. So what we'll do now is we'll try it in reverse. You'll notice that the light stays on this end because it's the railroad one, but it will be going in reverse, and then see what they're like being pushed. I am expecting these to derail. Yep, there's one. Oh, big derailment over there, look. And I've always had issues with that style of coupling being pushed. They never spring back in, and then eventually they get caught up and derail. So I'll sort that out, and then what I'll do is I'll fit those magnetic couplings and see if they run any better in forward or reverse with those on. Right, so I've just fitted a set of magnetic couplings to this pair of coaches, and these still has the standard hook couplings. They were quite easy to remove, the old ones, these ones. But I must say that the magnetic ones were quite a tight fit in there. I did try getting one back out again, but it was a real big struggle. Now, it doesn't matter, these aren't handed or poled as magnets are. I'll turn that one around, and it'll still couple up. So yeah, I mean, that's all right like that. Nice close coupling to it. So I'll fit the rest on the rest of the rake, and we'll see how well the magnetic couplings perform around this track mat layout. So they've all got magnets on now, the magnetic couplings. They do feel a lot better going around that curve. Quite powerful magnet, as you can see. Oh, I said. Took quite a lot of force for that to break away there. We'll just cut them back up. On my straight bit, hopefully it will snap together. Yeah, there we are, snapped together quite easy there on the curve, so that's pretty good. So I'll put the power cars back on, and we'll go forward and reverse. And if everything's alright there, we'll try it on the second radius. So same again, I'll start it off nice and gently and let's see how we go, and then I'll increase the speed. And you'll notice as it goes round, the coaches are a lot closer coupled now, except for the ones behind the power car, which still have the hook coupling. They seem to be returning back to their pockets as well, the spring couplings. You can hear them clicking back into place. Right, so I'll give it a bit more power. Oh! We've had a bit of a breakaway. So I'll cover them back up and we'll try again. Well, they seem to be running a bit better now after that the magnet failed. What happened was if I put it down there, it might focus in better. The magnet had come adrift from the pocket. I mean, a bit of glue would probably fix it, but that was the issue. So something for Hornby to think about. Hopefully the new power cars are going to turn up soon and they'll have the same sort of system, because that gap is huge on the Lima. Well, it's not even Lima, it's a railroad chassis, isn't it? So, well, it's an old Lima chassis then, I guess. Because they do look fairly nice with the close couplings like that. What we'll do now is we'll see if it will run in reverse. So we'll have the power car there pushing the rake around, and we'll see if it's any better with the magnetic couplings. Here we go. I'll take it nice and gently to begin with. You can hear them clicking in and out of their pockets already. Yes, we've already got a derailment, I believe. What's derailed? Ah, the power car's derailed, look. Right, so we'll give it another go and yeah, try again. So what's happening is the old Lima coupling is riding over the new small Hornby coupling. So what I've done is I've fitted an old style decoupling to the coach. See if that'll help, because we're really only here to see how the coaches perform rather than the power car. So hopefully now we can go in reverse and see if it's any better with the magnetic couplings than the hook coupling. Well, we've got a derailment. Yeah. So, tricky. I'll persevere with it, and if it doesn't get any better, I will say that they are not really any good being pushed. Give me a minute to have a little tinker and see what I can do. Well, sadly, it kept derailing. These two, where it joins here, kept derailing on this corner, and then as I thought I'd fix the problem, I was running it around, and the front two, that one there, that pair, derailed in that corner. So you might say, well, what you doing running trains like this on train set, track set curves? I'm here to test everything really. If it's not going to run on third radius curves, then you know, if that's what you've got at home, you might have just got a small layout like this, then they're not going to work very well on that. They work fine being pulled, but being pushed, these spring return couplings, I've always had issues with them on third radius curves being pushed, so this isn't a new thing for me. I wasn't expecting them to work very well. The Hornby 800 has the same issue, where it doesn't return quick enough, and then the coaches roll over like that, and then they end up just getting derailments. So to finish off the test, we'll run them on second radius curves. We'll run on the outer loop here, across the point, along there, and then back on the over the point here, and then back on the third radius again. So we'll see how that goes. It might be a bit tight on that platform edge there. I've had to cut a bit off in the past, so we'll see how we get on. Just running it nice and slow at the minute, because I'm anticipating him catching on the platform over there. Well, I seem to be alright there, that's fine then. We haven't had any breakaways yet, so that's pretty good. So we'll get a bit more power, let's see what happens. I'll give it a bit more speed. Well, they seem to run alright over second radius curves, so that's pretty good. Going forwards, I'm not even going to dare try and push them around it. I'll just slow it down, park up, and I'll finish the video off. There we are, that'll do. So overall, I'm pretty pleased with these. I wasn't expecting them to be pushed around. To be honest, I'm not going to mark them down for that really. If I had a big layout with long sweeping curves, it wouldn't be an issue. This is my favourite livery. I grew up, my late teens, early to late teens were in the early 2000s, when these were rolling around the southwest. Was waiting ages for Hornby to do these, and pretty pleased that they decided to do them in the end. if you can get a set without the banana stripes on, the waved effects on the transfers, you'll I think you should be pretty pleased with them. Well, mine look really good. The only thing I could probably mark it down in is the interiors. They could have probably done something with the interior a bit better, maybe painted the chairs and the tables, especially if you're going to put lights in them. Eventually you're going to be able to see all that detail. So yeah, overall very pleased. Just got to wait for the power cars to turn up now, and I'll do another little review then. I believe we'll look at the Lima set and then the Hornby set together then. Well, I hope you found the video helpful and useful. If you were thinking about getting a set, hopefully this has helped make your mind up whether you're going to get them or not. I know the price increases have put a lot of people off buying things at the minute, but yeah, I'm very pleased with these. Well, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you all next time. Bye.